38 days after they first begin chipping away at Libby's brickwork, the team begins their next escape attempt.
What'd you find out, Gallagher?
I walked it out. It's about 53 feet.
It's the longest, most daring tunnel yet. They are digging blind. They won't know if they've reached the shed until they break through the surface.
We work in 3 teams of 5. But we don't stop until we come out from under that tobacco shed.
I have another 10 feet. Should be it. Take it down to the crew tonight.
Everything that happens in that hole, I need to know about.
Aye.
All right, everybody, midday roll. Get up. Heavy formation.
Got split 2, standing back. Standing back.
1, here, 3, here, 4, here, 5, here.
After penetrating some distance, the task became very painful.
Air.
It was impossible to breathe the air of the tunnel for many minutes together. 4 persons were necessary to keep the work moving.
56, 57, here.
While the tunnel continues to grow, the digging team takes on an increasingly risky strategy. They dig around the clock.
Sergeant, we've heard of some attempted escapes, so I need a named roll call.
Yes, sir. Gallagher.
Here.
Jeb.
Here.
Erickson.
Here.
Lips.
Here.
Ballou. Drew Casey.
Here.
Johnston. 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 Colonel, where is Johnston?
It was thought best that I should remain down in the cellar till the tunnel was completed. To remain in this cold, dark, and loathsome place was most revolting to my feelings. But the fear of being handcuffed and put in the dungeon induced me to stay.
Ultimately, Johnston is marked down as escaped. There is no going back now. In response to Johnston's missing roll call, security tightens inside Libby Prison. The same is happening around Richmond. The war is not going well for the Confederacy.
Richmond is still the capital of the Confederacy. The Union Army of the Potomac is still very much interested in Richmond, as are the Army of Northern Virginia in defending it.
Confederate armies still remained in the field and still held the United States armies at bay. There were newspaper articles in Richmond papers and in northern newspapers that were arguing over the condition of prisoners in Libby. The idea was to try to rescue these people because the newspaper reports were so dire about their condition.
The prisoners aren't allowed outside, but it is clear that messages are getting in and out.
Most people forget that there was a large and active Union underground.
Prisoners were able to remain connected to the outside world because, unsurprisingly, there were numerous enslaved people either working nearby or even sometimes working at the camps themselves that would help, on occasion, to provide information, maybe even provide insight on possible avenues to escape. The war for freedom, the war for patriotism was always personal for Black people in the United States.
While the Confederates search for the source of the leaks on the upper floors, they don't realize that information is also being traded between captives in Libby's cellar and the servants and enslaved people passing by the prison day to day.
What the prisoners discovered was a pre-existing system of individuals who were expert at evading the surveillance of white people.
The risk for black people, free or enslaved, was everything. Ultimately, their lives.
The night of the 7th of February came, and it was thought that our tunnel was long enough to reach inside of a tobacco shed on the opposite side of the street. We had our rations already prepared in our haversacks, expecting to be going out at 9 o'clock.
What's he saying?
Somebody calm these damn dogs down. What the hell are they working at?
Success? No, all is lost. I made a hole, a small opening on the outside of the shed. It was within a few feet of the sentinel who was on guard. They'll soon be here to arrest us. Go! Go, hurry!
I'm Taroko. I'll stay here with Justin.
All right.
Come on, we gotta clear it.
From the windows of the 3rd floor, the prisoners watched the sentinels below. In spite of the commotion, they did not discover the hole, and the prisoners quickly worked to cover their tracks with a pair of pants and some carefully placed dirt.